Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you didn't know by now, my name is Diana, aka Chef D, and today guys, we are making an easy holiday dessert for a crowd recipe, y'all, because guess what? We don't want to spend hours in the kitchen in our holidays when we can be, sharing and like just having a grand old time. So guys, what I love about this recipe is it's a no-bake recipe. You're not gonna need an oven. You're not gonna need a mixer. Pretty much the only thing that you're gonna need is a medium pot like this. Now, guys, when I tell you this dessert feeds 8 to 10 people, if you double this batch, you can make it for 20 people. What I love about this is that you can make it 2 days ahead, put it in the fridge and forget about it. Another thing that I love about this recipe is that it has minimal ingredients and they're budget friendly. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my aunt Yvette for letting me share her recipe with you guys. So thank you. And what I also love about this is that she actually grew up on this. It was her mother's childhood favorite, so that's just amazing. So guys, if you do like this video, please don't forget to give this video a big like, a big share, and a big subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that notification button, because if you want to see more of these holiday videos, oh my goodness, I can't talk. So guys, let's get rolling. Let's start by gathering all of our ingredients. We're going to be using a very large casserole dish, whichever you have available, and we're going to start gathering the sweetened condensed milk, the media crema, which is a table cream, our ducales, which are buttery and delicious and crisp, our cornstarch, which this is what's going to help make the thickener, obviously our Hershey's cocoa powder, whatever cocoa powder you have, and our beautiful milk. Heads up guys, for this recipe I did use a 14 by 10 inch dish. This would be considered almost at an extra large casserole dish, but you can definitely use what you have available. First thing we need to do is literally open up our table cream or media crema. We're going to be using 2 cans for this recipe. Now we're going to be opening up the sweetened condensed milk. We're only going to need 1 14-ounce can, and honestly my favorite brands would definitely be Nestle and a brand called Magnolia. Also, like you see in the video, and this is just a tip, I love placing a paper towel in the bottom of the can, not only for stabilization when I'm like opening the can, but if there is any spillage, everything's gonna go right on there. Bring your stovetop to a medium-low heat and place in your 3 cups of milk into a medium pot. Now mind you guys, and this is really important, please keep stirring. Why? Because milk and obviously the sugar from the condensed milk, it tends to stick and stay. So you want to keep on mixing and you want to keep on stirring. I love using either a wooden spoon or a spatula, but this is just a very, very important step that you need to keep on mixing. The only times we'll stop mixing is literally when we're just going to make the cornstarch syrup thickener. As of now, I've literally been stirring for 5 to 7 minutes, and now I'm gonna turn down the heat to a low heat. Obviously, we don't want the milk mixture to burn, so we wanna make sure to turn that heat down. And let's get to making this eggless thickener. And it's pretty much what you see. It's 1 cup of milk, 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, and we're gonna just whisk that up either with a small whisk like you see in the video or a regular fork until everything dissolves into that beautiful milk. Turn the stovetop back to a medium heat and add in your thickener. Please, when you're adding in your thickener, make sure you're stirring and mixing while you're doing this. The goal here is to make the mixture thick. Now, this is what's gonna be the actual custard. Usually this takes me about 8 to 10 minutes at a medium heat, but if you're in a hurry, you can always, crank it up to a medium-high heat, and I guess it'll take you 7 to 8 minutes until it gets NAPPE, aka thick and sticking to that spoon. Once it's thick, turn off your stovetop and place it on the kitchen counter or on a cold surface, and let's begin by adding our 2 cans of Nestle table cream, aka media crema. Stir to combine everything and add in your 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Next, we're going to be adding the lemon zest. Now, the lemon zest is really important because it's really going to brighten up those flavors and that creaminess to this dish. Now we're going to begin the most therapeutic part, and that is making these layers. Start off with ladling that custard in the bottom of that dish. Next, we're going to be adding the crackers literally lined up. As you see, I had to literally break off some crackers because we want to make sure that all those nooks and crannies are nice and fitted there. We don't want to really leave any space. Why? Because we want every single bite to have a bit of that cracker. Now, like I said in the recipe, this dessert is literally meant to be for 2 to 3 days. The longer it stays in the fridge, the more beautiful and creamy and just amazing this dessert really gets. Now, like you'll see here, I'm gonna be repeating this step again and again until the last layer is finished. And the last layer you're going to end up with is that creamy custard. Now, the finishing touch that we're literally just going to be doing is dusting of whatever cocoa powder you have available on top of this beautiful Napoleon dessert. And voila, this no bake, no egg, beautiful holiday potluck dessert is ready to go. For the decorations, I love just placing a mint leaf or mint leaves and some blackberries or maybe some fresh fruit that you have available, and you have yourself a pretty little dessert. Sprinkle a little bit more of that dust of cocoa powder and serve automatically. Guys, I hope this recipe becomes one of your holiday staples. As you saw, budget friendly, easy, no bake. What more can you want off of a holiday dessert, y'all? So let's get going with this amazing ASMR. I cannot wait. This is, oh my gosh. Guys, it's so luscious. It's so creamy. It's very suave. And what I love about this is that you honestly do not get that overwhelmingly sweet dessert. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love this dessert and you guys are gonna make this every single year, hopefully even at a birthday party or at a potluck. Yeah, potluck. So guys, if you do enjoy this recipe, please don't forget to give your girl a big like, a big share, and a big subscribe. And please, don't forget to hit that notification button, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Ciao.